Well, more than 50 countries are heading to Colombia next week for the world's first summit focused solely on phasing out fossil fuels. And this says even as Iran war lays bare how deeply the global economy still depends on oil and gas. Now, the ministers will gather at the Caribbean city of Santa Marta on April 28th and 29th, and this as fuel shortages, price spikes and supply fears ripple through markets after disruption around the Strait of Hormuz. Now, that contrast will hang over the meeting, with governments wanting cleaner energy while many still scrambling for more fossil fuels when crisis hits. Now, the summit, which is the first of its kind, was born out of frustration with UN climate talks, where efforts to agree on a clear fossil fuel exit plan have repeatedly stalled. While major producers, including Australia, Canada, and Norway, are expected alongside Brazil, Mexico, Angola, Germany, France, and the UK. But some of the world's biggest fossil fuel powers, like the United States, China, Saudi Arabia, and Russia, are staying away. Now, their absence matters as those countries dominate global coal, oil, and gas output, and any real transition becomes harder without them. Still, Colombia says the countries attending account for about 1/5 of global fossil fuel production and nearly 1/3 of consumption. Colombia's Environment Minister, Irene Vélez Torres, said producer nations must be part of an honest conversation about how to move away from fossil fuels, even if the path is difficult. But officials hope the summit can build momentum, shape future negotiations, and feed into a voluntary global roadmap being led by Brazil.